Hey guys, Joe here again from the review crew. I'm joined with Mike, and we're going to be watching Season 1, Episode 3, which is ominously named Remember the Cant.
Remember the Alamo!
And do you know what the cant is, or remember what it is?
Canterbury.
Yes, and what ship is that?
The ship they were on.
The ice ship.
Ice ship. Ice mining ship.
That is correct. It is the ship that was just blown up, presumably by the Mars ship, with a nuke.
Woo!
Yeah. Thank you for watching, by the way. I don't really want to say too much other than the end of last episode. We left off with them being boarded by Mars and being told they're prisoners of the People's Republic of Mars.
It's time to find out whether or not that ship that attacked them was truly a Martian ship or some sort of false flag operation caused by the Belters to cause a war between Earth and Mars.
Most importantly,
What is that?
I'm sure we will get an answer to, like you had questioned last episode, why they're taking them prisoner and why they didn't just blow their ship up.
Exactly.
Because of what I just said.
It's not a false flag attack, Mikey.
You don't know that yet. If it's a false flag attack,
Aside from that, we're going to be continuing the detective story as well, I'm sure. We might see a little bit more of the politics on Earth. And yeah, I don't want to say too much else. I think we should just get to more questions than answers.
Yeah,
Show me the Martian Admiral.
Show me the Martian Fleet Commander. I guess we could start this episode. We'll be getting this episode in 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is his SOS or his...
Oh, I got there.
Wow.
For obvious reasons, that's huge news for Sirius Station.
Because of water?
They're all gonna die. They got no water. Isn't that the stripper from episode 1?
It is.
And everything will be okay.
No, not like this. Hands big.
Oh, she's teaching
And
him?
when you talk in and before is we.
Why don't you stay at the street, stay okay? It could get dangerous out there.
Maybe you too. But
I'm so confused. Is he coming to prostitute for language lessons?
Yeah.
And he's falling in love with her?
Well, we'll deal with that later.
There will be no preemptive arrests of any OPA members. They're legal residents of the belt. We're an Earth Corp. We will remain impartial. These are your sector assignments, your team leaders. You bust any heads and I'll bust yours. Dismissed.
Great speech.
So she pretty much told them, like, stay out of it, just keep the order, don't jump to any conclusions, don't bust anybody up, just kind of keep the peace for once.
What does that mean?
If we're prisoners, we have the right to legal counsel.
No, you don't.
Not on Mars.
Put him down.
Stim. Or opposite of a stim. Depressing.
He is like a rabid dog.
I love Amos, though.
He's like, you know what? I'm good.
Easy, fellas.
He's coming with us.
Is he a Martian?
Where are you taking him? We're gonna die.
They really do a good job of hooking you right off.
Yeah, pretty good start. Yeah, right? They always
That's a good
do.
intro.
Yeah, facts.
Whew.
We don't even know that the Martians are behind this. We have the word of some ice hauler named James Holden.
He was a naval officer. You saw his service record.
He has no reason to lie. Sirius is our station, the key to the belt. With those resources, Mars could finally
So
cut
he used to be a
the cord
naval
to us.
officer?
With Mars.
That's interesting to
This
know.
will get you one, but it's my
$50 says I can beat you to the end of the concourse.
bubble.
Frank.
Bubbles!
This Canterbury business. Martians won't release any more intel, if they even had any.
So for the moment, you're completely useless, and therefore have no excuse not to come to my house this afternoon.
No, I don't know if I'm any.
You're the best at rolling over. See you later.
She's clearly very good at what she does.
I really like that interaction, the whole thing.
Is that Mormon in space? Space Mormons? Oh.
Alright, Captain Shadid. That's great. I'll be in touch next week to remind you.
You stay on here, because, Captain tends to get kind of forgetful. You don't hear back from him, just keep trying.
Will do, brother.
You're not gonna do anything about that?
You take it. Something went that way.
So you're only chivalrous once I've already got the guy in cuffs.
One false confession.
I wonder who'll crack first.
No other reason to let us talk.
Why do they look so angry?
Mars.
Everything's red. I'm so angry.
This is a red planet, okay? It's on theme.
Like a water bead.
Or a drug?
I'll just let him fucking peer into his mind.
5 fathers, 3 mothers? Me, yeah. Did you know your true parents? They were all my true parents. Only genetic mix. And which female did you gestate? A mother Elise had the whitest hips. So why would
What?
you destroy the Canterbury? What? What are you talking about? What did you do with Alex? You were a problem in the Navy. 8 years ago, aboard the UNN Cheng Fei, you assaulted a superior officer. Not technically. He ducked my punch. I broke my hand on the bulkhead.
You were dishonorably discharged.
He ordered me to fire on a Belter ship.
He was a smuggler?
Who was smuggling people.
You had no way of knowing that at the time.
But I was right.
Out to Saturn, get the ice. Back to Ceres. Out to Saturn, get the ice. Back to Ceres. Out to Saturn, get the ice. Back to Ceres. Out to Saturn. Stop at Phoebe, get the ice.
Phoebe. Never stopped at Phoebe. It's a restricted station. Why did you nuke the Canterbury?
How long have you known Naomi Nagata as an OPA operative?
What?
What?
2 advanced degrees in fusion drive design.
Ooh.
You never wondered why someone of such obvious intelligence.
So the OPA, the false flag. I was right.
Cracks and placing gauges on an ancient crumbling ice hull.
I never asked.
Based on the desperate condition of your shuttle. It clearly required extraordinary improvisational expertise for you and your crew members simply to survive, let alone restore your antenna array. These are the hallmark skill sets of terrorists.
Naomi is not OPA. I don't believe you.
You do now.
So you can read minds with drugs.
This is wild.
Remember how the Belters had the stealth technology? The OPA terrorist? In the first episode?
Yeah.
That's why he's being interrogated?
I want every box on this pier opened up, and I want full manifests on everything that's in them, alright? We've got reports there's some dangerous contraband type shit in here.
Bird, your guy who give you a fella for your shuffle.
Pretty sure the bird's already dead now. Now he's trapped in this hat.
I'm not looking for a fashion debate, Copain.
Got no cocaine here, Carl.
I'm looking for Anderson Dawes. Think he might be my friend? Kind of runs things around here.
I don't suss at that.
Don't suss at that OPA tat on your forearm there. Is that just part of your plumage?
Sure.
It's a good husband right there.
Yeah.
And
Power couples.
Caught an OPA agent with Martian theft composites.
see,
Mars is working with the OPA.
or stealing from
No,
them.
no, 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 that can't be.
Yes, we have proof. We think they're making a move to take seriously.
Martians wouldn't do that.
I think you love them too much.
Trust him. False flag.
Hey, I dated a Martian once. Yeah, she was beautiful, smart, and I love how industrious Martians are.
Was he getting high on fungal ball cream? What?
Wait, did they cut your balls off?
You want me to put you down again?
No, he's just talking shit.
He actually has balls. He just took them away, Panda.
Sir, with pleasure.
Amos is such a dick.
He's ready to go. He's a real pit bull for sure.
Alex. It's good to see you. I think.
Is he runaway royalty?
I was with Mars Navy for 20
Oh.
years before
I
I
knew it.
So you're helping over there, Chief. Settle down. They let me clean up. Out of respect. Respect? Yeah, you see, I served. And I was honorably discharged. There's a hell of a lot more I can say about you, cowboy. Yeah, they told me. They told me a lot of stuff. That beacon we found that you found so easy. What if it was planted? What if it was meant to be found? Who stands to gain if Earth and Mars get into a throwdown?
The OPA.
How well do any of us really know Naomi?
These men refuse to top up our water tanks. We'll die up there without it.
So die.
Mars killed the cats! Hey, back these guys up. You.
You think you're their sidekick?
You stay there, right there. Give the Martians no water! We all don't know animals. But if we act like animals, we only justify their belief that we are.
Okay, nice.
Give him for him alone that he can treat them the way they should treat us. What you want?
Oh, Juliet comes round with him now. She's, OPA.
Pharaohs will need men like you in the days to come.
Little foreboding.
They're trying to start some riots to get their independence from the Earth Corp
I
crowd.
really like the little OPA leader.
He's a good actor.
He's
I
got
like
a
him.
charisma.
They just want their independence from, because they're doing all the work for the water.
Educational history is great.
I don't know why this man bun guy bothers me so much.
I took Friedrich station off limits to Beltis. Do you think I'm okay?
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Hands where I can see them, please.
That's a symbol, obviously.
Hands where I can see them.
Why does he keep asking for hands?
It was holding it. Calm.
Does the drug just make you hyper aware of like body language?
You and Holden are working
He
together.
can't because he knew what the guys grew up in this
He
planet.
could have just looked that up.
How? He's Mars, not Earth.
I imagine that you can get some intel on people.
What the hell is this? You join up? Wait, what? That's an option? To suck it. No, I told him. I think I made some stuff up at the end. I can't remember. I just kept talking.
He's awesome. I love his trailer.
Naomi's OPA. Is that true?
Who cares? They'll say anything to get in our heads. They told me that you faked your medical records and signed on to the can to get away from a drug dealer who wanted you dead.
Well, that's true.
That was awesome.
He's like, so is,
Well, that's true.
puppy dog.
So what was my big plan, huh? To
Yeah! Admiral!
After we picked up a spike in chatter between Mars High Command and 9 MCRN facilities believed to manufacture stealth composites and gunships.
9? I thought there were only 6.
There were more than we thought.
We missed half.
They didn't destroy the Canterbury.
The best politician ever.
It's not one of ours or Earth's, and it won't answer our
It's the OPA ship.
We suspect it was sent for Naomi to gut him.
Hey, Miller, you need to get your ass back down to Medina now. We got problems.
Oh, riots going on.
That's not good.
Is that the guy, too, that's supposed to be in charge?
I don't know who that guy is.
I wish you had the respect to stab me in the chest.
They sell it at the shop on 25th and 8th.
You know what I love most about Mars? They still dream. We gave up. They're an entire culture dedicated to a common goal, working together as one to turn a lifeless rock into a garden.
So they're trying to turn Mars into Earth, basically.
They couldn't do any of that without the knowledge of centuries from Earth. Earth must come first.
Destruction into
no
rebirth.
choice about that now. My diplomatic credentials have been revoked. I've been banned from Mars for life.
Whoever gets to the tree first wins.
Dropped your cards, and we're halfway there before anyone else realized what was happening. Never seen your father more proud.
Dropped the card, stole the money, and ran.
See, here's the thing. You will do anything to win, just like your father. That's what got him killed. I won't play with you. Ever again.
Damn.
It's a powerful fucking speech on episode 3.
Nice monologue from him.
We're a big fan of monologues here.
He was the
Yes, we
ambassador
are.
to Mars, and he just got completely
His
Fired.
career's over.
because she used him as bait to discover and accidentally discovered 3 more facilities. That, like, 50% more. Oh wow. Why is there bicycles on Ceres?
I went there,
Yeah, makes it easier to get around. Why not?
That's a lot of carnage.
The guys from her profile.
Yeah.
He was OPA.
We're gonna find out.
Guys, it's over. Just go home. We load up E-hole. Nah, it's not over, Bertha. It's just beginning.
Oh no.
I hope he doesn't die.
What else is gonna happen? They're gonna kill him.
Oh, I do.
Oh!
Remember the cat.
Jesus Christ.
He's pinned to the wall.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
What a way to end the episode, huh?
I didn't expect him to die. Well, there goes my serious eye.
So I clearly did notes and I tried to order them. So I'm going to start recollecting some important things that happened, and I guess we'll finish with the death of Detective Havelock, I guess. Although I don't really know if
Should you
there's
really
much
be
to
the one
discuss.
taking notes and do the Sherpa?
You
know what the important events are. We don't.
So we started off the episode with Holden getting out the message.
Yeah.
Which clearly continued throughout the whole episode as throwing everything into chaos. Do you think, what do you guys think about that? Like, was it the right call? Should he not have done it?
I mean, at the moment, that was the right call.
Well, I thought it was Mars at first, because Mars is the only people that have stealth technology.
Right.
But then, like I said, right before it started, when it randomly popped into my brain, this was probably an OPA false flag operation where, because the Belters have stealth technology and some
Are you
support.
sure you haven't been reading the Wikipedia?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because you could probably see the gears turning in the video in my head, where I'm like, It was an OPA false flag operation, and that's what it's turning into. I mean, at first I thought it was Mars. I was all in. Even last episode.
I think you might be tinfoil hatting with the Mars people, but I don't know.
I might be, but that's part of this. You know, the theories.
Yeah, no,
you gotta
hey,
let the theories go.
I'm loving that you're coming up with a super elaborate theory.
You gotta have so the theory's going for me. You know, is that currently Ramos? Is it Ramos? Is her name Naomi Ramos?
Naomi
No.
Nagato.
Nagato. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Ramos.
Just Naomi is fine. We'll go first.
Naomi is a OPA operative. Kind of comes into effect.
She's not confirmed.
But we don't know that. Yeah. That's just what we're being told.
It's weird because like she didn't want to go to the ship, which you know is a big thing because she was originally didn't want to go to the ship, which is the only strike against her being an operative. But everything else leads towards her being an operative.
Well, that and the people telling you that have an interest in making you believe what they're telling you.
Exactly, but I don't see a reason why they would, why they would pin her randomly as the operative instead of saying, and trying to pin them all on each other.
I'm sure we'll find out.
But we'll find out. But it's crazy.
Next thing is we got 2 important new characters this episode.
Did we?
The first was rather brief, but it was the Admiral, who was kind of the voice of reason at the beginning of the episode when the politician was like, this is going to mean war. We need to deploy the fleet. And he's like,
the Earth Admiral.
Hold on. Yes, he's the Admiral of the Earth
We've got both Admirals, technically, and the female one, I guess.
Well, the Earth one's like in charge
like
of Star
the
Command.
Admiral, not the captain of the ship.
Whereas the Asian woman
the MCRN.
She's the captain.
Yeah, she's the captain of the
flagship. Which is kind of like being...
The other important character was Anderson Dawes, who is some type of influential...
the OPA.
Yes, he's the OPA guy.
The OP general.
That approached the detective.
That actor looked familiar.
He's pretty recognizable. They have a lot of recognizable actors in this show.
Not for me.
We didn't see him for super long, but we got to meet him as a character. You said you liked him. Did you like his character? Or?
I thought he was an interesting character. It seemed like, I don't know if he has external motives, but like he's trying to keep the Belters OPA people in line for the most part, unless it works with his situation. Maybe, but like right now, what we saw of him was, he was like, don't fight, treat them how we want to be treated. And then meanwhile, his people were rioting, and they even killed a cop.
So like coming off of Andor, like for a rebel leader, like he's definitely shystier than Luthen. He seems like he's more, he's less subtle and less like, what's the word I'm looking for, conniving than Luthen. But he's definitely coming off as like just as powerful, just as like extending his personality into the space around him.
It's fair. I mean, there was also a lot of use of the slang these today, and languages.
A lot.
So which was interesting as you get more into this, Belter stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love some of the terminology. The next big thing was the interrogation and getting to see them using some type of drug.
Yeah, I really want an explanation on that.
I don't know if it makes them, we're in the era where it could be, mind reading at this point, based on brainwaves.
But like the way that he was like asking questions and I was like, no.
The important
and, like, kept,
thing,
like, poking.
But he knew his family.
But the very important thing with Naomi was what?
Her hands.
Yes, and then you made the observation that maybe it's just making him.
Because when you even saw like she was kind of like gripping her 2 fingers or whatever, which like, is that her making some weird signal, or is that like a technique they taught her for interrogation? Like if you grip like that, it'll
Which is
throw
an
it
interesting observation. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah,
with that.
You focus on something else.
Because then you looked at her and she was stony faced for all the questions. Her hands were on the table, and then he
was able to get what he wanted.
And he's like, exactly that one.
Yes. I was going to say, and through the interrogation, then we got to find out 2 big things, or whether they're true or not. But no one had asked the question of, where is Alex from? Because everyone else is like, I'm from Earth. I'm a Belter. And he's just like, cool. And then he's in the lounge, like, suited up, drinking coffee. He's like, what's up, man?
Yeah, as soon as when they scanned everybody and his, like, did, like, the double beep, I was like...
Yeah, no, you caught that immediately. Good for you.
And then they're like, you're coming with us. And I was like, I think that means something.
As well as Naomi possibly being OPA. If we believe Mars, she's OPA. If we believe Naomi, she's like, why would I have worked on that ship for 5 years?
Jumping on just a thread and making a theory, I think based off of everything we've seen so far, and I'm extrapolating here, it seems like she might have been OPA, but had a falling out, which is why she went to the ice freighter to get away from them.
Okay. The ship trailing them, trying to pick her up is a thing.
She might be a liability to them.
It's true. They could be trying to kill her or knock her.
We don't know yet. A bonus thing I wanted to bring up, by the way, because I'm just curious on what you guys are picking up, is why does everyone hate the detective's hat so much?
Because
it's a fedora.
No. Yeah, okay,
because
sure.
it's an Earth hat, but he's not from Earth.
Oh, yeah, isn't that it?
Okay, but more importantly, why is it so ridiculous that he's wearing a hat?
Because there's no rain or any sun on where they're from.
Exactly.
So
it's just
fashion.
like, it's the equivalent of if someone walked around
In a
all the
scuba
time.
suit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you doing? No one else wears a hat, obviously.
Yeah.
Unless the only other people actually wearing a hat that you see at all are the enforcement officers, but it's part of their uniform. And guess what? They're from Earth,
and it's not a fedora.
I wanted to bring that up really quick. We are almost done with my questions, and then you guys can do whatever. We got a very quick tidbit of Mars, in that they have a shared goal, and that seems to make them very strong. Is because they all have a collective
Mars
goal
collective
and dream. And that was the ambassador's big thing.
They're called a Congress.
Well, a Congress is not always just. It could have been like the Mars Congressional is like Earth Command had Earth United Nations versus the Congressional.
But so that was just kind of our first little tidbit into the culture of Mars, which they will elaborate on more. And the last thing that I found really interesting was right at the end or near the end with the great monologue. Before the monologue, you can tell she didn't want to hurt him or his career.
Right.
But what was her ultimate goal?
Trying to stop war.
More importantly,
to get her answers so that she could have all the answers so she could win.
But what was her driving force for that? What she said it. Earth first. Earth is always first. So all of her reasoning was to protect Earth. She didn't mean to hurt her friend, and clearly she felt bad because they've known each other a very long time.
Since she was a little girl.
Yes. And you also got a little background that her father was also a politician, but,
Got it. Okay.
And is dead.
Well, yeah, her father died because he was trying too hard to do things.
No, they don't really give any context. The ambassador just said he died. And that the way he was and the way she is got him killed, and he kind of insinuates it will get her killed. That is all of the notes. I really like doing this. Definitely going to continue to do this. Sorry. So if you guys have anything else you wanted to talk about, whatever.
I mean...
Are you liking it? What are you not liking? If you're not liking anything.
It's a pretty fun show. I'm enjoying it. There's too much mystery. We don't know what's going on.
Every scene makes me want to just keep watching. So then when they end this episode, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't even talk about that.
He got spiked. He got impaled.
They put him up as like a show of a threat. Pile drive someone to a wall to not send a message.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, and it just made you realize, you didn't see him dying. There's no way, right? You weren't like, this guy's not going to make it.
You mean for like the earlier parts?
I'm just saying in general.
As soon as they picked him up, I'm like, oh, fuck.
No. But I mean, prior to that scene happening.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like when you first saw him walking in the street, you weren't like, oh, he's about to die.
I thought he was going to get jumped and like beat up.
Any other comments? I think we wrapped it up pretty well.
I think that's a pretty good wrap.
So thanks a lot for watching again. Guys. We really appreciate it. We appreciate all the feedback, the comments. Keep it coming. Don't make too many comments on any of our crazy theories unless it made you laugh, in which case, please go ahead.
Or you hate them.
Or you hate them and you want us to shut up.
I'm so excited to read through them.
We appreciate you guys watching. We're the Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
Thanks for watching and take care.
See you next time.